guys, we're going to start at the Practice Score website. We'll come up here and we'll click register. What you want to do is you want to come in here, set up, register for a free account, put in your email, make up a password, put your name and stuff in there. For the sake of our search here, we will log in under me. So we'll come in here, go back up to the menu, hit matches. From here, we can find matches in our area, or if you have a certain club you're looking for a match at, you can do that as well. So you come down here. If you got your location on, it'll automatically find matches around you. So as you zoom in, you see more options pop up. The farther you zoom into these, the more matches you'll pull up. So you can click on each one of these. Each one of these is a different match. Still challenge in October, IDPA, and so forth. If you know a club you would like to look up, you just type it in the search box, scroll down, and it'll pull it up down here. So you can scroll through Sipes's different shoots or different matches, IDPA, still challenge, all that stuff. USPSA starts in April, so you can look that up as well. So from here, we will move over to the Sipes webpage. So with Sipes, in order to be a new member, you have to come over here and click on the new shooters. And it's got a bunch of different requirements for new shooters to join. There's the orientation page, gives you a rundown on rules. New member validation. So this gives you some of the rules. Let's see. New member validation. There we go. That's the one I want to click on. So this one, you bring your first match. You have a range orientation. Your mentor, you'll be signed in a mentor, and they'll go through and fill out that top one for you. And then each match you come to, you have to have 4 matches before you can be considered a member. You'll get each line filled out on there, and your mentor will fill that out for you. And after you have all those, then you're able to fill out the application. In the box below, that's where you put in those 4 shoots. They do have a spot for a sponsor, somebody who referred you to the club, or your match mentor usually will fill that out for you. So that's kind of how that works for the Sipes Club. Now, I recommend going into Practice Score, finding a match, or finding your local club, figuring out when a match is. Go to Practice Score, create your account, go to a match, shoot before you join USPSA. And the reason I say that is so you can give it a shot, see if you like it, see if it's something you like. Okay? Because if you don't, you end up in a situation where, and for example, this is my USPSA profile. You can go into the menu bar, and instead of my profile here, there will be a create account button. So you can create account with these guys, pay your membership, get your membership number. Membership number's up here. So the reason I say that is, we'll go take a look at my classification record. So my classification record, come down. Right now it's showing me as a C class for limited optics. It hasn't always been that. So we'll click here. And this brings up my last 6 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they're all here. So what they do is they assign you a classification after your first 4. And so down here, January 9th, this was my first classifier ever shot. That was my very first match. And the first couple stages, I shot winter leagues. There was only 3 stages, one of them being a classifier, and it was usually the last one you shot. First 2 stages went really well, got kind of cocky, got to the classifier, tried going through it faster than I should have, and I had 2 mics, and I may have even missed one target completely. So that ended up bringing my hit factor to a 0. I got 0 score for that. So that affected my overall classification with my first 4 matches. And so you can see as I progressed along, each match I went to, I kind of took my time. I've been dry fire practicing, going out, do some live fire on Sunday. My hit factor gets better and I start getting better. And then, so what happens is now, up top under limited optics, it shows me as a C now because that's where I'm trending. At all 6 of these, I'm averaging. It's an average. I'm averaging C class. So my actual classification on my classification card will not change until I've shot 8 matches. So I got 2 more, and they'll take my highest 6. So at that point, they drop your lowest. So this one will go away. This anchor in my classification will no longer exist. That will drop off. They'll take my next top 6 out of the 8, and then depending on how my next 2 shoots are, which they're going to have to be pretty high, let's be honest. It'll have to be over a 70%. We're talking like a 7, 8 hit factor. So 0%, I'm averaging a 40, I believe, right now. So unless I get higher percents, around 70, I'm not going to change. I'll be at this C class for my limited optics, until I shoot, a couple more matches and, get my average up. So that's how that works. That's why I say go in, find a match, shoot a match, at least one before you come, and put in a member number on a match, and it counts. So do a practice match first. Then we'll come down. Here's another tip for you guys. We'll jump back in practice score real quick. Jump down here. You're registered for a match. This is a Steel Challenge at Sipes, March 28th. This one's coming up. It's the first Steel Challenge match. Already registered for this. Filled out everything. Limited optics. That should actually be a D. I am not a junior, senior, any of those. I am not an RO. So I selected no. Yes, I am a member. So we'll come down, and I am in squad 2. So this is the squad I'm in. You'll see I'm at the top right now. When I first came in, and joined this squad, there was 2 other guys. Looks like they may have jumped and I slid up to the top. So there's 8 spots left. I could leave this squad and go to maybe squad 3. And the reason being is, at least at Sipes, I don't know if it works like this anywhere else, but this is the shooting order. And as a new shooter, you want to be at the bottom of the list or towards the middle. That way you can watch the guys in your squad, because everybody in your squad's who you're following through the stages and you're shooting with. You want to be able to watch a few guys in your squad shoot and learn from what they're doing and their stage plans before it gets to you. Because some of these, like, I have a video, one of my first videos up, was of my 6th match, but it was one of my first posts to YouTube. I think it was the first stage. It was a highest 3 shots is score. Well, my first 5 matches, I hadn't had to shoot highest 3 at a target. It's always been the highest 2. And I had a buddy that went with me. He shot 2, forgot, ended up getting a really bad score because he forgot that it was the highest 3. So I highly recommend going through, shooting a practice match, getting yourself down on the squad list, and that way you can watch other people shoot. And that pretty much sums up the video, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, comment, subscribe, and my next video will be out soon. Thanks.